Hi, everybody. Today, I'd like to discuss the vocabulary and shapes you will need to find surface area. The types of surface area. Total surface area is the amount of area covered by the surface of a figure. Lateral surface area is the amount of area covered by the surface of a figure, not including the area of the bases. A net is formed when the faces of a 3D figure are unwrapped to show each face of the figure. Remember, if you need to see this again, you may always click on the listening icon here and press play. Match the nets to their 3D shapes by dragging and dropping them in the boxes. So you're going to come over here and you're going to grab the nets and you're going to start putting them into the boxes. Now I noticed that these all have rectangles. So this is a rectangular prism. So I'm going to leave it here in the rectangular prism box. Then I look at this one right here and I notice that it has two triangles. So therefore it is a triangular prism. And finally, I see over here that there is a circle. So this one is probably the cylinder. There are more for you to separate as you go along. So surface area, when you're looking at it, there are many formulas for surface area. It depends on whether or not you're dealing with a prism or a cylinder. And it also depends on whether or not you're being asked to find the lateral surface area or the total surface area. So when you're reading your problems, you need to make sure that you can identify lateral and total, as well as what figure it is, whether it is a rectangular prism, triangular prism, or a cylinder. Formulas and letters for prisms. The lateral surface area has a formula where you're only finding the lateral faces, which is S equals PH, where the P represents the perimeter of the base and the H represents the height of the prism. The formula for finding total surface area is when you take the lateral surface area plus the area of the two bases. So S equals PH plus 2B, where P represents the perimeter of the base, and H represents the height of the prism, and finally B represents the area of the base. Triangular prisms have two congruent and parallel triangular bases. It also has three rectangular lateral faces. So it says right here, click each face in color. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click each of the faces and color it. Now, the way that you find the coloring tool is right here. Once you click the figure, that paint can should show up. When that paint can shows up, you may use it to color. So you click on it and you choose the color that you want. Please choose any color other than white. No white, must have color. So I'm going to do purple. And you know what? In order for me to do all the lateral faces, I'm going to go ahead and press Shift and highlight both of them. So when you press and hold Shift, that highlights all of them. Continue to use purple. And now I'm going to do it for this one. One, Shift, click, click. Now I have all three. All right. I'm going to do this one in green. Now, if I want the total surface area, that includes the two bases. Okay. Uh-oh, I included the other one, so hold on. Shift, click, 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 click. All the bases or faces are colored or highlighted. Now I'm going to go to the paint can. And you know what, this time I'm going to choose red. There we have it. And finally, the last one, Shift, click, 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 click. And then head to the paint can, and I'm going to choose yellow. Now that that's done, I'm going to head to the next slide. And you're going to do the same exact thing for this one. You're going to click and add color. So I found a lateral face here, shift here, here, here. So I'm holding the shift down as I go through. Now I'm going to come to my paint can and choose a color. I'm going to do orange this time. Click, shift, click, click, click. I'm kind of running out of colors here. How about bright blue? Ooh, those are Luna colors there. All right, click, shift, and this time I want the total surface area. So I want the whole thing. Click on my paint can and let's go green. And finally, the last one, click, 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 click. All right, and let's go with hot pink. All right, so now I have colored the lateral surface area of the figures and the total surface area of the figures. Also remember that a rectangular prism has two congruent and parallelogram rectangular bases. That would be these two right here. And these two right here. Oops. It also has four rectangular lateral faces, and that would be these right here. All right, let's head to the next slide. Formulas and letters for cylinders. Okay, so let's start with lateral surface area for a cylinder. The formula is just finding the area of that rectangular base or rectangular face, curved face. And since the curve goes all the way around, the formula is 2 pi r, which is the circumference of the circle, times the h, which is the height of the circle. So r represents the radius, and h represents the height. The formula for total surface area is that lateral surface area plus the area of the two circle bases. So S equals 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared, where again, R represents the radius of the circle and H represents the height of the cylinder. Finally, on the last slide, I'm asking you to highlight the lateral surface area and the total surface area. So here's what we know. A cylinder has two congruent and parallel circular bases. It also has one rectangular curved lateral face. So with that said, here's my curved lateral face. So I'm going to go ahead and color that. See my paint can still highlighted up there? I'm going to do purple this time. And then the total surface area includes the two circular bases. So I'm going to click, hold my shift key down, click and click. And then I'm going to color it, oh, I don't know, let's go yellow. And that would be the total surface area. All right, everybody, please make sure you complete your slides on your own. And if you ever need to listen, you can always click on that key right there and press play, and it will read to you everything that I've read to you in this video. Have a good day. Bye.